Hey, where are the white women at?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All in the Family, or as I like to call it, Those Were the Days. In this episode, I'm actually not sure what happens because I didn't check it out yet. So, with that being said, let's jump right into this episode of All in the Family, or as I like to call it, Those Were the Days. Here we go.
Those were the days.
Okay, what do you got, Gloria?
Pair of kings.
Small straight to the 7. What do you got, Ma?
They're playing cards.
Well, it's not very good. It was real good when I started out.
Okay.
See, 9, 9, 9. But the two you gave me spoiled it all. 2 queens.
It's a full house!
Right?
Oh, I better look at the stew. Your father will be here any minute.
Yep.
So she's making food.
That makes a total of $30 in a family pot. That means you can do it.
Oh, Gloria!
Do what?
Exactly what?
Don't you remember that Mom wrote a song a couple months ago?
Song?
You remember? Everyone is someone if you love them.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Dear Mrs. Bunker, your poem, or as we say in the business, your lyric,
Right.
has been accepted by our panel of experts. As soon as we receive your check for $30 handling fee,
Okay.
your poem will be sent to music by one of the many top composers on our staff and on its way to superstardom.
Okay, so you fork out $30 and they record it and then send it to radio stations for them to deny it. So you are out $30.
How was your day?
It was a laugh riot. One jolly moment after the other. That's why you see me standing here like the bluebird of happiness.
Right.
Here it says 19 robberies reported in Queens District.
Wow.
Yesterday, Ryan's gas station a couple of blocks away. And today, I'm passing old lady Krimsky's bakery on the way to Subway this morning. What do you think I saw? What they didn't do to her. First of all, they robbed 180 bucks right out of her stocking.
Wow.
Then just for spite, they ruined the joint. Cheesecake splashed all over the walls. Bagels rolling out to the sidewalk.
Man, that's mean. I do know this one. This is a good episode, guys.
Well, I'm taking some action. Beginning with this little surprise right here.
You got a surprise, Archie. We got a surprise, too.
Save it, will you?
Why don't you tell us your surprise first?
I think I will. See this here? Looks like a regular little tape recorder, don't it? You know what that really is?
A Save Your Home alarm system.
How'd you know that?
It says it right there on the label. Save Your Home alarm system.
Save the home. Yeah, right.
Well, labels don't tell you nothing.
You can take the label off.
This is a Save Your Home alarm system.
Yeah, and?
Now, you hook this up all over. And if any burglar tries to get in any door or window, I'll wait till you hear what happens. What are you laughing at? This is a serious thing here.
Sounds like he got scammed too.
What do you think of that?
Sounds like a sweet old dog to me.
What are you talking about, Edith?
Meathead's just like laughing it up over there.
This thing gives you all the protection of a real killer dog.
I don't think that would actually deter a robber, because I mean, it's just they'll find out where the dog is, and you know, it won't be anything.
Saw this ad in a movie magazine. It said, "Wanted, your poems.
Okay.
Top composers will set to music." So I wrote a poem and we sent it in, and guess what?
They loved it. Pass the sauce.
Right.
Why should I be surprised, Edith? I always knew you was a great poetress.
Okay.
Ever since that time I was sick and you sent me to get well card. Never forget it. Get well quickly. Oh, please do. Of course, I'm crying. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Well, it's not too bad. I've seen worse.
Why should I be surprised that them crooks love your poem?
Right.
Oh, crooks, Daddy. They love Mom's poem and they want to set it to music.
Oh, sure. How much they want to hit you up for, Edith?
Only $30 for handling fees.
Oh,
Right.
please, Edith, don't you see? This thing is a con.
See, I told you. Even Archie agrees with me.
Besides, where are you going to get the $30 to begin with?
The family pot.
Right.
Of today, there's $30 in it.
Oh, the family pot. Well, listen, the answer to that is no.
Oh, come on.
Now, that's for special occasions, for emergencies.
That would be a special occasion.
Can I talk to you? Man to man.
I'd call that into question, too.
I once had a date with this girl named Arlene.
Yeah? I once shared an ice cream with a midget, so what?
Archie, I'm serious. This girl Arlene had me over for dinner, and she cooked me this leg of lamb. Now, I can't stand leg of lamb.
Okay.
But it was important to this girl that I like her cooking, so I forced it down. It was a small thing, but it made her happy.
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to say?
You want me to tell Edith not to serve leg of lamb?
Archie, I'm trying to tell you that there are times in your life when you shouldn't rain on someone else's parade.
Okay.
The money from the family pot should be used to go
Cut
to
it,
the...
cut it. Don't try to soft soap me.
Soft soap, soft serve, maybe?
Come here, I want to show you something.
What is it?
I didn't say nothing about this when the women was here. I didn't want them to get excited about anything.
Okay.
Now, take a look at this. A gun!
This is New York, and in the 70s, even now, New York has very strict gun laws.
Willie Mears is going to sell me this for $20. Between this and the dog, we'll be protected.
Okay.
Archie, I can understand that dumb taped dog. It can't hurt anybody, but a gun!
Will you dumb me up, huh? I don't want them to get all upset in there.
Right.
What are you doing?
Gloria, come in here.
What are you doing now?
Wait, come here.
What is
Gee,
it?
go on back out to the kitchen, will you? It's nothing.
Archie wants to buy a gun.
What a fink!
A
Goodness!
gun where?
Right over here.
Get out of my pocket there!
See, that's the reason he doesn't want to give you the money for the song. He wants to use it to buy a gun.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait a minute, what is wrong with that? I am interested in the protection of my home.
Okay.
You're gonna buy a taped dog and a gun. That's $60 for defense against only $30 for the song.
Right.
Archie, gee, when it's a question of the destructive man versus the creative man always gets the shaft.
Okay.
The shaft. Is that anything like the Oscar?
No.
really gonna buy a gun?
I'm doing it for you.
Oh, come on, Archie. You know the percentage of accidental deaths that are caused in a home?
Wait a minute, everybody, quiet down, because I want to tell you something. Discussion is over.
Not according to the rules of the family pot. The use of the family pot shall be determined in a democratic way by a majority vote of the members of this family, and it's signed by all of us.
Okay.
Care what that says, I'm going to buy that gun. When it comes to defense, democracy's going to have to wait.
I thought that's why we have guns.
And they say we should vote.
All right, go ahead then and vote away your property. Vote away your homes, your valuables, perhaps your very lives.
All those in favor of using the money from the family pot for the song, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay.
I ain't gonna vote. Hey, sure, let me tell you something. When a first burglar breaks into this house, you all turn to me and holler, do something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn right around back and say, sing it.
Okay. That is fair. Okay. So somebody got in the window. And I know who he is.
Yeah, doggy. Where you at, doggy?
He's the guy from Blazing Saddles, which you guys can watch right up here after this video.
Bye-bye, doggy.
Another electric dog, man. Somebody must be making a whole lot of money off of these white folks with these things.
Be funny if the cat was black.
The fuzz is still buzzing, man. We're gonna have to hang out here for a little while.
Uh-oh.
Would you look at this dog?
Yeah, man, how can they live like this?
Wow.
The paint's peeling, the furniture's falling all apart, but they all got that fancy color TV sitting right in the middle of it.
Right.
Well, man, you know they got to have something to keep their mind off of their misery, Jack. You know, everybody can't be as affluent as we are.
What's the matter?
Ain't that something?
What?
Take a sniff.
Crockpot?
Yeah?
White people's homes all got that funny smell.
I thought it was food, but, you know, maybe it's just the mothballs.
You wasn't expecting no call, was you?
No, man, I didn't even know I had a phone. Hello? Who? Mr. Bunker? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bunker is indisposed at the moment. Oh, this is the family physician. Dr. Black.
Dr. Black.
Mrs. Bunker, did you hear that? Your neighbor, Mr. McNabb, just called and said the two fellas just robbed the... What was that, Mr. McNabb? Oh, two jigaboos.
Oh, wow.
Just robbed Morgan's jewelry store, and they're hiding somewhere in the neighborhood. What you got there, man?
Electric appliances. Man, what these white folks won't waste their money on. Let's go out the back door.
No, cops, up the stairs, come on.
Okay, so they're stuck.
Don't open the door yet.
Why not?
First, I gotta turn off the dog alarm.
Oh. Finally liked the movie we recommended.
Well, certainly I liked it. It wasn't one of them nowadays ones with everybody jumping into bed 3 and 4 at a clip.
Right.
He took the brass spittoon, he put it down over that guy's head, huh? Well, now that's funny enough. But when he reaches for that ball bat and goes bongo, 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 I thought I wet my drawers.
Uh-oh. Why did they come downstairs? Oh, they found his gun.
Well, your neighbor, Mr. McNabb.
McNabb?
Yeah, McNabb called to tell you the two jigaboos just robbed Morgan's jewelry store, and they're hiding in the neighborhood.
Hi, how are you?
What are you doing in my house?
Men, they just picked up a few odds and ends just to keep from being shiftless.
Right.
You got any questions?
No, I got no questions.
I got a question.
You start with a
Shut up, Edith.
I was wondering what happened to my husband's killer dog.
Right.
Oh, the dog! Oh, you know, I'm afraid we had to put the dog to sleep.
Oh, no, hey, look out with that gun there.
Oh, man, you know I wouldn't shoot you with your own gun.
Daddy, you promised you wouldn't buy that gun.
You said you were going to give it back to Willie Mears.
I didn't have no chance to give it back to Willie Mears.
Okay.
Anyway, I hope you all understand now the meaning of having a gun in the house.
Well, I mean, having a gun on you in the house.
I understand. If the gun wasn't here, they wouldn't have it.
Hey, look, fellas, man-to-man talk here. Could we make a deal? I mean, like, you guys take your stolen property and you just go, and we don't give you no trouble.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
He wouldn't want us to go out there because he knows the whole neighborhood is crawling with the cops, would he?
No.
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 Oh, man, you know, she's something else.
You're telling me.
No.
Till the cops quit they crawling, we gonna be y'all's house guests.
So the best thing for all us to do is just relax and make the best of it.
Okay.
Great. My name is Mike Stivic, and this is my wife Gloria, and these are my...
Joe butt down.
These guys don't want to socialize with us any more than we want to socialize with them.
What'd you say?
Well, the fact that you colored guys should just as soon stick around with your own kind up there in Harlem or wherever.
Okay.
Look what we done found here. A genuine 100% dyed in the wool bigot. Yeah. Come on, say something big.
Now, wait a minute. Guys, now that's wrong. I ain't no bigot. I'm the first guy to say it ain't your fault that you're colored.
Oh, that's
You see, he doesn't understand. He associates the crime and the stealing with the fact that you guys are black and not with the underlying social causes.
Okay.
Then you must be a liberal. Well, man, we done found us a genuine liberal and an honest-to-God bigot.
Liberal.
He doesn't understand what living in the ghetto can do to a man.
Okay.
And you do.
Right? No.
Well, I'm studying it in my sociology class.
Okay.
Look, I got to sit down and talk to you. Come on, sit right down here. I got my professorship in sociology, you know.
Here we go.
You know where I live, all 8 of us slept in one room together.
8. There was 11 of us in one bed.
Okay.
You had a bed?
You had a bed.
My father was
You
so...
had a father?
You had a father.
We ain't never had no father, did we?
Yeah. No,
I know.
Man, look at you. I'm going to tell you, you should have called us and borrowed one of ours.
We did, but he's dead. See, he's running for a bus and a cop fired a warning shot in his head.
You think that's bad? We had a sister that got bitten by a rat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a baby rat about that big.
But we ain't had no rats.
No rat.
No, the roaches ate them all up.
These guys are good.
Well, man, we ain't had no roaches.
How come?
We ain't had no food.
We had no food.
Now, we didn't have no heat, no running water, no gas, and no electricity.
Okay.
What you do?
Well, we just stood around saying, where's everything?
I don't know how you can laugh through all that misery.
When you have all that misery, sometimes the only thing you can do is laugh.
Practice, lady. Practice.
Well, why don't we all eat something? I could make some sandwiches.
That sounds like
Good idea, Mom.
Gwendoline, I would like a spot of tea.
We have another teapot in the kitchen.
What's this?
Oh, man.
You can't have it!
I beg your pardon.
I'm the one robbing you, lady.
Who's the crook here?
That money is going to the Wish Upon a Star Song Company tomorrow. You see, I wrote a poem and they're going to make it into a song.
Oh, you don't want to hear the song?
No.
Go ahead and see the song.
In that case, we're going to hear the song.
Right.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Oh, well, and you worried about the money. Now, if you sang the song, you can have the money.
It's kind of a fair deal.
Whoa, the cops is gone, baby. We can bug on out now.
Oh, man, I'm going to see this flow show before I go.
Love can make a hero from a chump. Love can make a use. Love can grow a flower from a dump.
Okay.
You love them. Cause love is something everybody needs.
Okay. Not that bad.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's being nice about it, too.
Yeah, you know, I must tell you one thing, lady. That sure was a bad song.
Oh.
But I like you. Say, man, bring the electric utensils on over here.
What you gonna do with
No,
this?
she's nice lady. Look, I'm gonna give her things back here. Yeah. Stealing from her would be like stealing from my mother.
We done that, Cope.
We done that.
And look at here. This is a dangerous thing. Somebody could get hurt with that. Yeah. Be cool, baby. Be cool. We see y'all. Bye.
Well, okay.
Well, Archie, what are you gonna do now? Buy a cannon?
There ain't nothing to do now. I could have done something before, but I didn't have the gun. If I had, maybe something different would have happened around here.
Yeah, but we will talk about that at the end of the episode.
And what are you gonna do with them? They never learn. Hey, look at this Nab 2 in Queens jewel heist. Hey, it must be them two guys that was here.
Hey, Archie, got a surprise for you.
Yeah, we fixed your burglar alarm in a way that no crook is ever gonna set foot in this house again.
You can take that dog for a long walk.
No, Archie, wait a second. You gotta hear this.
Everyone is someone. If you love them, love can make a
Now that might work.
And that is it. Let's talk about it. Alright, guys, so that is All in the Family, I believe, Season 2, Episode number 4. It is called Edith Writes a Song. I like to call it The Bunkers Get Robbed, but we can just call it Edith Writes a Song. The two actors that were guest stars were, I believe you say Demond Wilson and Cleveland Little. Now, Cleveland Little, I know from the Blazing Saddles movie.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Demond Wilson. Now, I believe he was the Sanford and Sons cast. He's done a lot of stuff, but it was pretty interesting to see him in this role because he's pretty funny. In Sanford and Sons, I haven't really seen Sanford and Sons in such a long time. I do know the story. I know a little bit of the history. I just haven't been able to see it in a long time. But those are the two guys that were robbing the bunkers. Very funny, very sarcastic, very playful banter. They even gave back all of the stuff for them. And it's really good to see the guy from the Blazing Saddles movie because he died very young. Cleavon Little. I think, I'm not sure how he died. I won't go into that because it's just, too much. But I know that he died pretty early in life. But he was very funny, especially in the movies that I've seen him in. I've only really seen him in Blazing Saddles, but this episode was particularly fun. So, with that being said, Archie has a gun, which is neither here nor there to me. I know in New York, which is where the show is based, you have a lot of, let's just say, political stance on no firearms, but that is one, according to me, against the Constitution. But the state constitution can be amended. That's why some places have marijuana and other places don't. And it would be up to the national, the government, the overall government, like Washington, to go in and enforce the rules and regulations of the Second Amendment, or for them to vote on, or them to insist on having a vote on how to handle that. So that's one thing. Archie really shouldn't be having a gun because in his state it is illegal. I think there's another one where he gets like pepper spray or something, and that's a whole nother thing all in itself. But having a firearm in New York, especially right now, is not allowed. So him having the gun in the house but not on his person, that's an issue for me as someone who has carried in the past. You always have it somewhere where you can, one, get to it pretty quickly, and if you're going out, you pretty much always have it. There's what's called a EDC, which is an everyday carry. That would be the gun that you have on yourself, so when you go out, you have something to back yourself up with. And then there's in-home weapons that you can use, firearms being one of them, and those are usually hidden away somewhere that you know where they're at, but nobody else knows, so that way you don't get stuck in this situation where somebody just kind of goes and finds it, and then you're SOL because they have your firearm. So, all in all, I don't really care about, like, the politics that we're getting into about, firearms and, things like that. It's annoying because define a high capacity. Define an assault weapon. We say these words, but we never define what they mean. What is a high capacity firearm? What is a high capacity? What is a assault weapon? What is an assault firearm? These words are getting thrown around, especially nowadays since there's been a lot of shootings at the point of this video. But how do we stop that from happening without losing our rights that we've had forever? Also, there's been a lot of school shootings, and my question to you guys is, why are the two government buildings that have the most need not covered with police in the building? Being, what I mean by that is the libraries and the schools. Now, where I came from back down in Florida, where I used to live, there was pretty much a police officer armed in the school at all times. They weren't there to police the children. That's the teacher's job, is to handle the kids. But if there was a fight that broke out, or somebody, brought a gun to school, or, a knife or whatever, then the police officer's job was to take care of that. But they weren't there to be private security, this kid's not obeying me. Well, that's a teacher thing. That's not the police officer on duty is not there to control the kids. They're there to protect the kids and make sure that the other kids and anyone outside of the building doesn't decide to go in and do anything. Which I believe, you should have police officers that are there specifically to handle those kind of situations, and I think they even need to be in the libraries, because most libraries do not have in-house security either, and they're all government buildings. We get it taxed on anyways, so why not? But that's all I'm going to say about that. This episode, very good episode, very funny episode. I loved how they were getting on Archie about stuff, and Archie is obviously not competent enough to have a firearm, but I get where he was going. I just wish he would have, and I know back then they probably didn't have this, but go take a course. Go learn how to use that firearm. And that's another thing that I believe in, is if you're going to own a firearm, you should know how to use it. Go take a course, go to the firing range, learn how to use it, how to take it apart, how to clean it, how to dismantle it, how to make sure that you and other people around you are going to be safe, the do's and the don'ts. And obviously he hasn't had that kind of training, and so that's a big no-no to me. And of course, I believe even at the time back then, it may not have been illegal, but they were about to enforce a lot of gun laws right around the same time. So, but all in all, a good episode, a very funny episode. I love seeing Cleveland Little back in there. This was right around the time that he was about to become get put in Blazing Saddles, which I appreciate because it's a very funny movie. It stifles racism. It makes people who are racist look like idiots, which you should do. It doesn't prop it up in any way. So yeah, all in all, a great episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, why are you here? If you didn't enjoy it, I don't understand why you'd get to this point, but maybe you did, and give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. That's okay. I do want to thank all of my subscribers. Again, we did hit the 100 mark, and we are still growing from that. My next goal is 500, so I can get the community tab. So if you guys want to help out with that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
And again, I want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to thank you guys for getting this far in the video, and we will see you next time. Peace.